Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Purple Grizzly, and I have a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay slash commentary for you guys to watch. I'm going to tell a little bit about the gameplay, then I'm going to tell a pretty funny and interesting story, because I know you guys really do like those stories. So, I'm using the Type 95 in this match, and I know it's the most overpowered gun that could ever possibly be in any Call of Duty. Uh, but you know, I really don't use this gun that much. I don't like it. It's somewhat easy to kill people with, but it's not my style of play. But I do get a pretty good score this game because I was playing against a whole team of tack inserting snipers, and I pretty much end up taking a crap all over their faces. So hopefully you enjoy that. All right, so let's get on with today's story. I'm going to be talking about a time in my life when I was afraid to walk into the bathroom and take a piss. So I've been a fan of scary movies ever since I was a little kid. I've been watching Stephen King movies since I was like 8 years old, and we'll get to that in a minute, but I really don't know why my parents allowed it. They were cool with me watching scary movies. Maybe it was because even though I was at a younger age, I was able to tell the difference between real and fake, and I didn't let these movies get to me. They didn't really scare me, and they didn't traumatize me, except for this one movie. I don't know what you guys think of scary movies. You may love them, you may hate them, but you always know there's a fun time in your life when you like to be scared. You like to scare yourself. You'll be sitting alone in the dark watching a scary movie, and you know it could scare you, but most of the time, people my age, I'm about 18 years old, so I really don't get scared at this kind of stuff anymore. But there's this one movie, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. It's a little bit of an older one, so you may not have, but I would definitely recommend it. It's a very very good movie. Has a great storyline and a great theme to it. But this movie's called It, and it's from Stephen King, who is by far one of the best authors in history, and he's written a lot of creative and very terrifying stories. Now, this story, it takes place in a small town in Maine, and it's about a group of kids standing up to a local monster. Now, this evil creature or this monster, it likes to kill children and like take their souls or something like that, and it takes the form of this clown. Now, I've never been afraid of clowns. I've always been a fan of them. You know, I had like a big stuffed animal clown when I was little. I remember it, and this one, this pretty much wrecked it all for me. This creature takes the form of a clown, and it terrorizes this town. It kills kids, like I just said, and they have to stand up and defeat it, and it comes back like 20 years later. So that's pretty much the basis of the story. But the unique thing about this clown that made him so terrifying was that he had razor-sharp teeth, and he lived in the sewers. And this is how he would attack and approach these children. He would come up through sinks, drains, gutters in the street, anything that's connected to the sewer, and that's where he lived. So there's scenes in movies where he would come up out of the drain in a locker room shower, and it's a really creepy thing. So I mean, it's a scary movie if you're going to be younger, but I'd recommend watching it. Keep in mind, when I saw this movie for the first time, I was 8 years old. So my dad let me watch it when I was 8, and I really kind of wish he didn't, because from then on, for like a year and a few months, I don't know, it was a very traumatizing time for me, and I was terrified of this clown. And I wouldn't even walk in my kitchen to like use the sink or the faucet. I wouldn't even walk in my bathroom to take a piss because I was so afraid. And I would literally have like my mom walk into the bathroom with me, and I wouldn't do my business. So my mom in there. So I was a big boy. I was 8, and I would I would have her like. I was so scared, and I didn't want to go anywhere near like drains. And I go to my friend's house, and I'll be like, I have to use the bathroom, and they're like, oh yeah, it's right down the hall, second door on the left. And I was like, can you come with me, like, please? It's kind of serious. And it's like my friend, like, what are you talking about? I mean, he's like, what? And it's like, yeah, I'll hold it. And I end up peeing my pants like 10 minutes later. I was at the point where I would not use my bathroom. I think it was the cleanest my bathroom toilet has ever been. I would not use it. I would legitimately go outside and pee on a tree, just because like I knew he couldn't get me that way. I knew there was no drains around, and if there was, I wouldn't be there. I would be on a different tree, and it was a really scary time for me. It seems ridiculous looking back on it now, and I'm sure some of you guys are the same. And I assume that there's some younger people watching this video, and you may have a movie that ultimately terrifies you. So I'm curious to know what what is the scariest movie you've ever seen, and why do you think it was so scary? Each movie does something different to individual people. Like, one person will be scared at this one movie, but this other movie won't affect them at all, but that movie could affect someone else. And we're all different people, so leave a comment below and let me know what your like the scariest movie was and how it affected you. Like I said, it's really funny looking back at this because I don't know why I was so scared. I mean, it's a pretty scary looking guy, but I don't know why it got me so scared to the point I wasn't afraid. I was afraid to go to the bathroom, and I mean, even in real life, I'd see a guy dressed like a clown, and I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm not going near him. Like for example, we have a county fair each year where I live, and normally there's going to be like a guy dressed up like a clown somewhere, making people laugh, doing a silly performance. I always loved it, but this one time after I watched this movie, I had a rusty screwdriver on me. I wasn't gonna have it. He's not eating me. If we had to, we could get ghetto. I mean, that's how it is. And if you guys are not familiar with who I am and you have not seen any other videos from me and somehow you just stumbled across this one, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I post lots of unique content like commentaries and montages, even though that's not really unique. A lot of people do that, but I have my own style of doing things. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary. If you want to and you want to show that you really did like it, hit that like button. It'll be greatly appreciative. So that's what you can do. And you guys heard that? See, look, I'm getting tripped out right now. I'm scared. It's dark in my room right now. I don't know what's back there lurking in the shadows. Maybe it's a clown. Give his red nose a honk. I don't know. I'm tripping out right now. See, you freaking hear that? My cat just scared the balls out of me. This commentary pretty much makes me seem like I'm gay. I have cats. I'm afraid of clowns. I'm afraid to piss. So I don't know. Oh no, anyway guys, remember, I'm Purple Grizzly, and I'll talk to you later. Peace. Turn your volume down.